Name's Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the Internal Revenue Service. I've worked over maybe 10,000 cases. I've worked at IRS over a decade. I'm a national expert in IRS resolution. Whatever I tell you is the spot on truth. Thank you for listening to my YouTube channel. Me and my M&M man give you a thumbs up. You know, as a former IRS agent, I love to let everyone know how the IRS is looking at the case. A lot of other people have work cases and they find patterns. A former agent is going to tell you exactly what IRS is going to do on a given case because of the thousands of cases that we've worked over our lifetime. So today I want to answer two questions for you. Number one, how fast can you get a wage or bank levy released, and what is the process? This is big. I don't know how many cases I worked. I used to file levies and wage garnishments. I got to tell you how many I have signed and federal tax liens. I changed my signature to just an S because when I was working it for IRS over 10 years, back in my day when I was there, I had to sign every one of them, and they were just piles. So I just signed an S. That became my signature rather than write my name out because it was so long. So anyway, let me tell you how soon you can get this levy release. We usually get them released in 24 or 48 hours. For you, it may take a little longer. I'm going to let you know now what the process is for anybody, in fact, to do this. By the way, if you have a very simple case, you can do this yourself. If you have a little more complicated cases, you shouldn't touch it. Here's the process. The K2 computer system has generated a 668A to receive a bank levy, or a 668W if it's a wage garnishment levy. Both are completely different. The 668A bank levy is it's a one-time shot for the day, time, and place of that levy. If that levy hit a bank at 2 o'clock Tuesday, the money in that account is frozen for the next 21 days. It can't be used. You can still use your bank account, just that money is frozen. On the 22nd day, the money goes to Internal Revenue Service. It's the day, place, time, and levy. Now, wage garnishment levy is a little different. A wage garnishment, it means that your next paycheck goes to IRS, or there's some form and deductions you get. Let's say 80% of it goes to IRS. Okay, it's continuous. That's what the W stands for. It's a continuous levy. A lot of employers give you a week's grace period or 2 weeks to call the IRS. Some of them are scared. They want to send the money right away. Others say, hey, IRS, I'm going to keep this. I'm going to pay the guy. So here's how you go ahead and get them released. IRS has a universal way to release both. IRS wants to evaluate your case, and the only way they do that is in an IRS form 433A if it's at the service center. How do you know it's in the service center? It's a 1-800 number, and it'll say ACS on the levy. Or if it's at the local office, you'll know because there's a local telephone number. They're going to want a 433A. When the case is in the service center, which most are, you're going to have to fill the 433A out, and you're going to have to get all documentations to support the financial statement. The documentation includes, listen to me, it includes your bank statements, 3 to 6 months, and they're going to want your pay stubs and a copy of all your expenses. Basically, anytime you're writing a number, IRS wants justification for that. So you're going to go ahead and call IRS. It's going to take a while to get through the 1-800 number, and you're going to say, hey, I need to get this IRS levy released. It's causing me a hardship. So they're going to know online, oh yeah, we see we went ahead and levied Bank of America. We see that. So tell us, how do you want to pay this liability off? Well, don't fall for that. You may not be able to pay that levy off or make payments because you're broke. So don't fall into that trap. Say, I can't pay it, or I may be able to give you a little. I have a 433F financial statement with documentation I want to fax to you. That's great. So you get on the phone and you fax the information to IRS. They're going to look at that and make a determination to close your case. How are they going to close your case? Usually in one of two ways. They're going to put you into a hardship, or they're going to put you into a payment agreement, one of the two. The key to getting these released is knowing the national standards. What is the National Standards Program? If you call IRS when you get that levy to get it released by the wage or bank and you don't know the National Standards Program, you're going to get screwed. The IRS National Standards Program is a way that IRS evaluates every case to allow X amount of expenses on a monthly basis. You just can't write, well, I have $3,000 payment for rent. IRS isn't going to allow that. IRS has comprised with the Department of Labor what you are allowed to spend for food and clothing, for housing and utilities, for your car payment, and for a operation of a car. If you don't know these, you better learn what IRS is going to allow you. If IRS is going to allow you for $5,000 a month to live, and you're living off $6,500, IRS is going to want $1,500 a month. So if you're broke and you have nothing, call them yourself. If you're making some income and you're going to try to call IRS, you are going to go ahead and have a bad day. Once again, it's important to know the IRS National Standards Program. If in fact you have all the documentation, you may agree to a $200 or $300 a month payment. IRS can release that levy that day to the bank or to your employer. Also, IRS is going to want to make sure you're current on your taxes, have everything filed, and make sure you have enough withholding coming back. Now, if you have questions, you can call me. Leave comments on this. I usually answer every comment, and your comment may be my next YouTube. I put a lot of time and effort. I'd appreciate a like or a subscription if you don't mind. It helps me know I'm doing a good job. So if you have future questions, you can text me. You have my phone number, or you can go ahead and leave a comment, and you don't be surprised if you see your question on my next YouTube. Thank you very much.